2. Between the spine and the shoulder blade bone, and up again, of my index and middle finger each side of T1, thoracic 1, which is that knobbly bone in the base of the neck, coming up. Oh yeah, I can feel a couple of clicks on the left side, so that's good. It's getting rid of that tension there. Really nice to roll your hands once you've got into the motion of this lovely technique, so that there's even more massage going on over the top of the shoulders than just the movement of your arm, the whole arm. Okay, so coming up to the arms, just smoothing them first of all, the pressure upwards, softly down, and trying to cover as much of the upper arm as possible. Massaging up, warming those arms. Nice soft top that I'm going over here. This is the perfect top to use with a nice neck around it. And now I'm going to be rolling the tricep that I'm grabbing at the back forwards, rolling that tricep forwards 3 or 4 times across its length, and repeating the whole movement about 3 times, and then scooping the bicep outwards, just being careful not to touch the body here. So you're scooping, you're grabbing the bicep and pulling it out. And this has the action of opening the breastbone, has this lovely freedom action of opening at the chest. It feels really lovely to have that done to you. It's nice to do it for yourself as well, but really nice to have this done, opening that chest breastbone. Lovely. Another couple of smoothing action upwards. Now I'm going to come around, holding the arm and hand very gently, and then, oh, very good. Verity is managing to give me the full weight of her arm and shoulder. This is really difficult to do as a receiver, but managing really well. So what I'm trying to do here is just get some mobility into that shoulder joint here, which also helps the elbow and the wrist. Sometimes with some people you might get shoulders, arms that click at that point, but no, this is really good. Yeah, of course Verity is nice and young, hasn't got age to cause all those clicks, but that's good. I think mine might be clicking now. That's lovely. And then allowing the weight to descend down to the lap, and I'm going to come around, pick up the elbows and drop them, come round and drop, and drop one more time. Ah, lovely. Letting that weight descend. Let go. One more smoothing action. And now coming up to the neck. So I'm just making sure the neck is covered. Doesn't matter if there is some neck on show. It really helps actually to go along the hairline without pulling hair if possible. So I've just used my thumb forwards along that occipital line, which is the bone at the base of the back of the head. Then I'm going to use my finger forwards towards me, and then the thumb further down and further down, and then the fingers pulling backwards, nice and smoothly over Verity's top. And now, more difficult, and of course I'm holding the whole head with my wrist, forearm and hand, and working my base of my right hand forwards over the side of the neck. Lovely. Now coming round the other side. Working my thumb forwards, first of all at the base of the head, base of the neck, a little bit further up still on the clothing, and then into that occipital line. Really lovely. This is an area that can be full of tension and therefore pain or soreness when being touched. Then my finger working backwards. And then the whole hand coming forwards at that base of the hand, coming forwards. Yeah, nice and warm there now. Now I'm just going to take the clasp out of the hair, leave it loose, beautiful hair. And I'm just going to work underneath the base of the hairline at the occipital line with a row of fingers and holding the head with the other hand and forearm so that it doesn't jangle too much. And it doesn't matter if you actually work through the hair or even if there's no hair at all, just massaging in a rubbing action under that bone line. You feel there's a sort of ridge there. It feels really nice to have this massaging all of that pain away. I'm in the sunshine here, it's nice. And you might feel your client loosens their tension right now and really gives their body, their head, the weight of their body to you. So you might find that you need to support and reassure them a little bit more at this stage. Of course, you're pushing quite a lot as well, and it's nice when they just give themselves to you and you are allowed to support them. I can hear a great tit. Okay, so loosening the hair off, and I'm just going to do one more neck treatment, working with one finger in the little gap that's in the center back base of the scalp. There's a little gap there, a little orifice where I'm rocking very gently the head back and forward, nice and slow. Oh, that's fantastic. Amazing. Wow. Okay, so having done one finger in the center, I'm now going to use thumb and index finger either side of that gully in the middle. So the other side of the muscle there's another little gully, and I'm pressing forwards as the head comes back and it releases. This is such an important acupressure point, and it releases so much tension. Really good to just take a few breaths here. I can feel the tension going in this beautiful sunshiny woodland glade full of bluebells and birdsong. And up again. I almost feel like Verity doesn't want to leave that place. And then back one more time for the last meridian that we're activating at the base of the head. So I'm even further apart now. Yeah, and back up again. Lovely, really good. Okay, so now coming up to a nice neck release on one side. Just gently supporting the head while just rocking, like bouncing that other shoulder downwards. Trying not to put too much pressure on. Just being aware of how that must feel to them. Just bouncing that shoulder down while supporting the head. And hopefully that's stretching that side of the neck. Just coming around, doing it another couple of times on this side. Lovely, that's good. Maybe holding it there for another couple of seconds. And down. Lovely, and back to the centre. Flash cupping at first. This is where loosens their tension right now. Working with